Hi everyone, it's Davey from EndlesslyHeSaid. I'm back with another vinyl update. This is vinyl update number 7. Just want to give a big thank you to everyone that's been watching these. I'm working through this, showing off all of my vinyl collection. I've started from Z through to A. Thank you for tuning in and checking this out. So I'm going to start off with something completely obscure that you'd never expect. Night Train by the Oscar Peterson Trio. I got given this record by my friend Matt, who plays piano. He is a keys player. It's an old jazz record. Here's the front and just this on the back. I play it from time to time and I do enjoy a little bit of jazz. I don't claim to know a lot, but I'm really grateful I've got this record. The next record I have is a little bit more of a return to form. Is Orchid. The front cover, back cover is almost the same. Actually is a gatefold. Opens out like that. The version I have is on clear red vinyl. Emo is not a phase, Mom. I know Mike Seatown is well into this band because it's on Abolition Records, and I'm hoping that just means that everyone's into that. Abolition is such a good label, and this is a really, really good scramsy, emo, screamo, whatever you want to call it, record. It's probably one of the standalone bands that have really made their mark on that scene. Okay, the next record I have requires eyeliner and breakdowns. This is Old Wounds, The Suffering Spirit. Here's the front cover, the back cover. It has a really cool printed inner sleeve with the lyrics on the back here. Vinyl is orange. Anyone that knows me knows I love all things goth and hardcore and metalcore, and so this fits perfectly in that little Venn diagram of goodness. These guys were out on Warped Tour. I know they're best friends with Creeper, and they had made a lot of friends in the metalcore scene as well. They're from New Jersey, so bringing out those My Chemical Romance vibes. These guys were out on Warped Tour. I know they're best friends with Creeper, and they had made a lot of friends in the metalcore scene as well. They're from New Jersey, so bringing out those My Chemical Romance vibes. This is the back cover. The record is just on black, I won't show you that, but there's a printed sheet. This is Op's first full-length record, and it's Keith Morris, who was originally in Circle Jerks and Black Flag formerly. And it's to the point, bringing that up to speed. Keith Morris can't really do anything wrong for me. The next record we have is something a bit more homegrown. This is Obstruct. The front cover, here's the back cover. It's just on black vinyl, I won't show you that. But here's the printed sleeve and the back with the lyrics on there. The record's called Loss of Blood, and it's really fast, got that stompy feel to it. Out on Carry the Weight Records, working with Quality Control Hardcore. These guys really kill it, I really love them. Probably one of my favourite UK bands that do that hardcore punk thing properly. The next record I have is another punk one, but this is more punk rock. This is No Use for a Name, Feel Good Record of the Year. Here's the back cover, a printed lyric sheet, a bit more details there. Another record on black vinyl, so again I won't show you that. I have one more No Use for a Name record. This is No Use for a Name Live in the Dive. Here is the front cover. The back cover is a printed lyric sheet and the back of that. It's black vinyl, so nothing special there. But what this does come with is a really cool comic. So this is the comic that's included. And puzzles. It's an actual comic strip. I believe all of the Live in a Dive records that Fat Records put out had these little comic books included with them. And it's a nice special treat for those that were picking it up on vinyl. I came into this band around about that time, to be honest, around 2001, 2002. And I was deeply into punk rock, and I got to go see No Use for a Name. I think it was for like my 17th birthday or something. I think that they did such a good thing with melodic punk rock, and it definitely brought a lot of music to the forefront and turned me on to a lot of stuff on Fat Records and Epitaph. Okay, so we have some Boston straight edge. This is No Tolerance, You Walk Alone. Here's the front cover, here's the back cover. Also this like card poster. The lyrics are on this side here. It's just on black vinyl. It's out on Quality Control HQ. Really great label I've mentioned before in my videos. This is great, like stompy Boston hardcore. Like they do it right, like that straight edge vibe, SSD vibe, straight through and through. The next lot of records are a lot of records, and they're all from the same band. That band is Norma. This is Wrongdoers. Here's the front cover. The back cover has a printed dust sheet just like this. The vinyl is clear for this release. I haven't got Polar Similar. I kept meaning to order it, and I think it's sold out of their website. They were self-releasing that, but I will get it soon. Wrongdoers is great. Honestly, this band can't do any wrong. The next Norma record that I have is Meridonial. Here's the front cover, here's the back cover. Double L printed dust sheets, the lyrics on here. This is the other printed dust, the more lyrics. This is just on black vinyl, so I won't bother showing you that. This was their first effort on razor and tie, and it was an interesting departure going from Solid State and going on another label. I think this brought them a lot of good commercial success, and it definitely put them in the forefront for what they do. Saw them out touring with bands like Every Time I Die that have definitely been peers for them for a long while, and put them on a lot of metal shows as well. This record's got a good amount of progressive in it, and I really enjoy that they're taking that step forward and keep going with that progressive vibe of metal, hardcore. So this is the Anti-Mother, here's the front cover, the back cover. Printed dust sheet again, there we go. Perfectly synchronized red vinyl. A lot of people didn't like this record. I found out the other day, I was talking to my friends and they were saying how, oh, it's kind of like the Crash Love of AFI, and I'm not inclined to agree actually. I really like some of the songs on this, like Robots 3 Human 0, and I do like the theme running through it, that there's this birth and death of the Anti-Mother, and it kind of runs through with that. And I think this is a really hard record to make, considering my favourite Norma Jean record is the one that came before this. So that record comes as part of this. This is the almighty Norma Jean box set, back of it. So that record, my favourite, is Redeemer. Here's the front of that. With this box set, it just has these similar sleeves with the lyrics on the back. The version included in this is a picture disc with this on the back. I love A Small Spark versus A Great Forest on this record. I also really love The End of All Things will be televised as well. Maybe a little bit of a commentary on Gil Scott-Heron with The Revolution will not be televised. So this also includes Oh God, The Aftermath. Here's the front of that, lyrics on the back. This has this red with white splatter vinyl. For the last part of this, Bless the Child, Kiss the Martyrs on 2 LP. So here's the front of the one, the back of that one is a green and black swirl. It's pretty cool. Here's the front of the second LP and the back of that. Again, a green and black swirl. Now you can tell these albums were originally produced when vinyl just wasn't that popular. Obviously it was still being manufactured and bought by some folks, but at sort of the turn of the century, like the early 2000s, maybe even the late 90s, people just weren't buying vinyl, so it was all out on CD. But I'm really glad that Solid State managed to organise this box set, and it's all collected together. I was first out there to get one of those. I know that they've done an alternative version with some different colours. Have to check Discogs for that, but for me, love this little box set and love Norma Jean. The next record in my collection is No Omega Occupants. I've shown this before. Thank you, Russell, for sending me this. Good vegan Swedish metal, kind of got these fast vibes on there, kind of powery. Good music to check out. You gotta love it when two of your favourite labels work together on a release. So this was out on Face Down Records and Blood and Ink Records. This is No Innocent Victim to Burn Again. Here's the back cover. This is single-sided printed lyric sheet, and my version is just on this clear red vinyl. This is a really, really great, like, spirit-filled hardcore record. No Innocent Victim have put out like a lot of great records. I need to get more of them on vinyl, but quintessential like Christian hardcore if you're into that. I have a couple of records by this next band. That band is NOFX. Here's the I actually think they got worse live record. The back cover, this opens with a gatefold, and that's about it. It's just on black vinyl. I enjoy this record quite a lot. I think NOFX live is probably one of the best experiences to experience the band. They are very crass, they make a lot of bad jokes, but they're a lot of fun. I've got to see them a few times, and most recently playing Punk in Drublic in full. The other record I have by NOFX is Pump Up the Valuum. Here's the front of that, back of that, printed dust sheet. It's got lots of flyers on it with all the shows that they played. I got this on this baby blue Valuum colour. NOFX are just one of those bands that I've grown up with like for a long time. They've been in my youth, they made me cut a mohawk. It was fun being 16. Last two records that I have. This is Nodes of Ranvier, The Years to Come. Back of that. This is hand numbered. It's 64 out of 1,000. Yellow gold vinyl. As a printed sleeve. And just there, military hats abound. This is the other Nodes of Ranvier record I have, and the back cover. It's like A4 printed lyric sheet on like a clear yellow vinyl. Nodes of Ranvier are strictly like military hats, proper mosh parts, breakdowns, great sort of frantic metalcore. They're out on Face Down Records, and they did a really good job of putting these records together. A band that's no longer together, although I know that they just played the Face Down Fest, so maybe they'll reunite, maybe they'll play some more shows, that'd be fun. Okay, that is the end of the vinyl video for this week. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, go check out my other videos. They're all linked around and you can go find them. I'll link the other vinyl videos below so you can follow up with what's going on. If you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already below, that'd be great. I'll see you guys soon.